Hey, welcome to Draw Crash Race, where I'm your tour guide through a chaotic theme park of funny stories, bad decisions, and questionable wisdom. And yes, I brought a backpack full of jokes and a few oddball anecdotes that probably needed a permission slip, hahaha. Before we get rolling, I'm teasing a final payoff that might involve my most embarrassing adulthood moment, so stick around for that, because dignity is optional and comedy is mandatory, hahaha. So, picture this, I tried to be healthy this week. I bought kale, put it in the fridge, and waited for it to evolve into a pizza. It did not. It just stared at me like a leafy accountant judging my life choices, ha ha ha. I went for a jog, which is my way of sprinting like a gazelle for 20 seconds and then immediately negotiating peace with gravity. My calves wrote a resignation letter. It started, we did not sign up for this. Sincerely, the legs you ignore on leg day, ha ha ha. Speaking of avoiding leg day, I recently tried adult budgeting. I opened a spreadsheet, typed coffee, and Excel started smoking like an old engine. It auto-filled my future with coffee for 20 years. The program basically said, just admit it, you're a latte with human side quests, ha ha ha. I told myself I'd brew at home, but my coffee machine is a diva. It's got one job and 3 demands, filtered water, perfect beans, and compliments. I told it was brave. It hissed steam like an offended dragon and brewed something that tasted like it had opinions about me, ha ha ha. Quick story, my neighbor asked if I could water his plants for a week. Easy. Day 1, I watered them. Day 2, I gave them a pep talk. Day 3, I asked them for financial advice. Day 4, I realized I'd been encouraging a plastic fern. I spent 4 days hyping up a prop. The plant's like, I thrive on your insecurity. Honestly, same ha ha ha. I apologized to a fake ficus. That's where I'm at as a man, it's me versus home decor and I'm losing by technical knockout, ha ha ha. My friends and I decided to have a chill board game night. It began civil. By hour 2 we were speaking in ancient dialects and negotiating trade agreements like medieval merchants. I mortgaged my dignity for 1 orange property. My buddy started narrating like an auctioneer on a roller coaster. We learned that friendship is the art of smiling while planning a 10-move betrayal. The rulebook said optional and we said emotional damage included, ha ha ha. You ever notice how every family has that one legendary casserole that's 90% mystery and 10% crunch? My aunt's recipe is called Surprise Delight, which is the culinary version of I Dare You. The surprise is that I survived. I took 1 bite and my tongue filed a missing persons report. The texture said, we contain at least 4 eras of human history. I'm pretty sure I chewed a fossilized crouton from the Roman Empire, ha ha ha. Let's talk gym confidence. There are 2 kinds of guys, the ones who walk in like action heroes and the ones like me who scan for the lightest dumbbells and pretend it's prehab. I put on wrist wraps to open a jar. I stretch like I'm auditioning for an interpretive dance called My Back Has Opinions. A trainer asked, what are your goals? I said, to stand up without making sound effects. He nodded like I just recited poetry from the heart, ha ha ha. Dating apps? Absolute adventure. I matched with someone whose bio said, I'm fluent in sarcasm. Great, same. First message, she asks my 5-year plan. My 5-year plan is to remember my passwords and keep my houseplants alive. By year 3, I just want a drawer that closes properly. She said, ambitious. I said, I know, I'm basically Elon Musk of minor chores. She unmatched, and I respectfully saluted the algorithm that protects her from guys who celebrate a successful laundry cycle like a championship parade, ha ha ha. Quick mini story, I tried to cook risotto because I saw a chef make it look romantic. After 30 minutes of stirring, I bonded with the wooden spoon like it was a war buddy. The rice kept demanding more broth like a needy influencer. When it finished, it tasted like a breakup letter. I posted it on social media and my mom texted, proud of you for trying, which is mom code for will order takeout, champ, ha ha ha. My barber has become my therapist. You know how they ask, how are we feeling today? I treat that like a TED Talk. Well, my hair is indecisive, my beard wants to unionize, and I keep losing arguments with my toaster. He nods, spins the chair, and gives me a haircut that says, this man owns 2 hoodies and a dream. I tip him like he's also handling my taxes, ha ha ha. Tiny gag, you ever wash a spoon and splash your entire shirt like you've lost a water fight you didn't know you entered? I step away from the sink looking like I tried to baptize myself. Then I go to leave the house and my shirt's got a polka dot of shame. People ask, rain? And I say, no, spoon physics. That spoon is a tiny catapult with tenure, ha ha ha. By the way, quick reminder, stay till the end for a final story payoff that my soul begged me not to share. It involves a suit, a speech, and the kind of silent panic that echoes in your DNA, ha ha ha. And while you're here, hit subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future chaos, because I've somehow turned oversharing into a career path, ha ha ha. Back to chaos, technology updates. My phone asked me if I wanted to enable focus mode, and I said yes, and it proceeded to silence my entire social life. It blocked notifications so well that my friends thought I moved to the mountains to become a minimalist. It's like, you noticed you're easily distracted. Yeah, because the microwave beep sounds like a new beginning. My attention span is a golden retriever who just found a squirrel made of Wi-Fi, ha ha ha. I tried meditating. You're supposed to clear your mind, right? I closed my eyes and my brain said, what if penguins said podcasts? That was my new one. Minute 2, I'm remembering that time in 3rd grade when I called the teacher mom and moved to a new emotional zip code. Minute 3, I realized my breathing app is passive aggressive. It said, inhale. Exhale. Try again. Ma'am, I have been trying since 1990, ha ha ha. Here's a tale about grocery self-checkout. The machine acts like a bouncer for produce. I scan a banana and it screams unexpected item in bagging area. What's unexpected, Linda? The item I told you about? Then I need a human to approve me like a parole board. The attendant shows up with the calm of a monk, presses one button, and suddenly I'm innocent. I should not need absolution to buy avocados. I'm not planning a heist, I'm planning guacamole, ha ha ha. Tiny slice of life, I bought a fancy candle because apparently I'm that guy now. The scent was called Coastal Wisdom. I lit it and suddenly my apartment smelled like a beach that passed the bar exam. Guests walked in and asked if I compost my feelings. The candle burned down to a stub and my bank account whispered, you paid $13 to smell like competent driftwood. Worth it. I'm evolving, ha ha ha. Pet story, my friend's cat thinks it owns the mortgage. The cat sits on the laptop like an IRS auditor, tail flicking like a metronome for judgment. I tried to win it over with treats. It sniffed them and filed a complaint with management. The dog, meanwhile, is writing sonnets about me with his eyes. Dogs are love poems with paws. Cats are landlords with whiskers. Both are correct, ha ha ha. I went on a hiking date. Nature is gorgeous, but so are inhalers. I made it halfway up the trail and started bargaining with the clouds. If I survive, I promise to stop microwaving fish at work. The mountain didn't care. Meanwhile, my day's bounding up like a gazelle with a 401k. I'm pretending to admire a pine cone like it's art just so I can breathe. The pine cone now has a dedicated LinkedIn page we managed together, ha ha ha. Let's talk fashion. I tried on an oversized denim jacket and turned into every 90s music video extra. I did one shoulder shrug and heard a faint beat drop in the distance. My mirror said, sir, you are not 6 feet 5 inches. I said, but my confidence is. The jacket replied, confidence is not a seam allowance. I wore it for a day and felt like my personality invested in real estate. Solid but slightly drafty, ha ha ha. Micro joke, every morning, I convince myself I can snooze once. I hit snooze 7 times like I'm negotiating with time itself. The alarm's like, get up. I'm like, counteroffer, 5 minutes and I'll do 10 push-ups in my mind. My bed clings to me like a koala with a Netflix subscription. I finally stand and make a noise only dogs can hear. That's my cardio. I'm an athlete in a sport called attempting, ha ha ha. Public announcement, if you're enjoying the ride, subscribe to the channel right now. Join the squad where we celebrate tiny wins, semi-grown-up choices, and jokes that sound like they were written by a caffeinated raccoon with a vision board, ha ha ha. Quick kitchen confession.